Hi, welcome back to Domestic Kindness Relational Awareness. This is Lesson 8. You've made it to the last lesson. I appreciate you being committed to going through this whole study, and I'm hoping you've seen some changes for the better in your life and in your relationships. Here's a little review of what we've learned so far. We've learned to identify healthy versus unhealthy relationships. We've studied God's definition of love. This is how everyone should be treated. We learned that mutual submission means willingly cooperate or work together. Submission does not mean following the commands of another person. We learned about God's intention for marriage. Males and females were created in God's image. Together, they were to rule over the animals, but not rule over each other. The wife's role of helper, Ezer, is compared to God as our helper. We looked at the curse on women, that the husband would rule over the wife. We saw that spiritual and relational curses are broken by the death and resurrection of Jesus. In our last session, we saw the need to shine a light on the evil of domestic abuse. We learned how to live and how not to live. We were instructed to expose evil deeds. Domestic abuse is evil. It's the worst kind of betrayal. Domestic abuse is an epidemic. In the USA, 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men have been abused by an intimate partner. Those numbers are staggering. What is domestic abuse? Domestic abuse is a pattern of hurtful behavior in a relationship that is used by one person to gain or maintain power and control over another. Usually, this is an intimate partner. Here are some signs of domestic abuse. One person dominates the other. One partner feels unsafe with the other. Physical abuse can kill the body. Emotional abuse can crush the soul. In today's lesson, we will learn how to respond to abuse. We will talk about how to recognize abuse and how to help the victim. We will learn how we can be part of the solution to domestic abuse. Domestic abuse is all around us, and I hope that you're looking for the signs that are all around you. What can we do? We can learn to detect the signs. When you see something, say something. Know what to say and what not to say to the victim. Don't give advice, give options. Love the victim. LUV. Listen, understand, and validate the victim. Learn about the tactics of the abuser so you don't get fooled into believing the abuser over the victim. Know whom to contact in different situations. Know which resources to recommend. Pray for God to raise up warriors to fight in the battle against domestic abuse. Get involved in educating the Christian community about domestic abuse. Join the Domestic Kindness Action Team at your church. Hopefully, many of you will decide to do that or to start an action team at your church. Our goals for today's lesson are 1. Recognize the signs of domestic abuse. 2. Learn how to respond to domestic abuse. 3. Become part of the solution to domestic abuse. The scripture for today is Proverbs 24:11. Don't fail to rescue those who are doomed to die. Again, you'll be watching a short video of a testimony. Feel free to leave the room momentarily if you feel triggered. If you can choose to be anything, choose to be kind. I know you're kinder today than you were when you started this class. If you want to learn more about this, go to the website, domestickindness.org, and look around. Look at the resources that are there. If anything comes up down the road and you don't know what to do, go to that website. It will help you to be able to help yourself or a family member. I hope that through these classes, you've learned how to be a better person and how to help those who are being abused. Thanks for being committed to coming to all these classes and to making a difference in your community. Enjoy today's lesson.